All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she be down the ride, oh, I bet that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. Everybody good, everybody cool, everybody clean, everybody crisp, everybody hairy. Alright, let's talk. 10 tips to survive your probation period. Alright, 10 tips to survive your probation period. Anything can happen in your probation period, Postal family. Anything. Let's make the best of it. If you made it this far, it's time to keep the job. Tip number 1, work harder. What the hell does that mean? Well, if you work for an organization that can possibly change your life, that you could possibly make 6-figure income a year, work harder. 90-day probation period, just work harder. If you gotta sit there and do things you didn't think you could do, work harder. Just work harder. You can't come in here and, example, my ex-wife works with somebody and maybe she watches, maybe she don't. But this person come in there and put thing on cruise control and you only been there 3 weeks, cackling and giggling with everybody that walks in the door, losing focus of a big social bot. What the hell's wrong with her? Very, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna work those hours. Who the hell do you think you are? You get in there, you do as you're told. When you first start and you're on probation, work harder. That's number 1. Don't overstep what you're supposed to do. There's a time and there's a place for everything. Don't overstep it. You get in there and, there's a better way to do something. Wait your turn. There's plenty of time. You'll be here for the rest of your career. Don't overstep your boundaries and make your peer seem silly. Manager tell you, hey, I need you to go and drive around in circles 10 times and deliver to 5 mailboxes. You be like, what? Just do it. Get paid by the hour. Don't overstep your boundary like, you about an idiot. I could just drop this off in one shot, right? 90-day probation period. You have some spiteful management. You don't want to make them look silly. They do a good job at that by themselves. Look your best. I made a little video the other day and I was like, yo, some of y'all come to work dressed in woo. Dress the role. You a federal employee. Even if you're in probation period, go and find something that's similar to your role. That goes for you mail handlers and processing clerks as well. Don't get me wrong. I love to see the tights. I stare, I'm like this when I'm buying the guys. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that. Wait a minute, she done wore them thongs 3 days in a row. I'm just being silly, but seriously, look your best. Look your best. Don't, and maybe, I don't think I need to explain how to dress, but, cause then I seem like I'm stepping out of line, but somebody do me the favor and take and make that comment and I will pin it when it comes down to a dress code, okay? Cause everybody seems to badger me about it. Sheesh. Look your best. Don't be a bitch. That's number 4. What? What do you mean, Jay? Is that a thing? Don't be a bitch. Don't bring your personal issues with you to work. Rant and rave about other people, cry when somebody took your parking spot. Oh, I couldn't drive this truck. Don't be a bitch, yo. You in your 90 days. There's plenty of time for you to join the rest of the postal crew with a bunch of man bitches. We call them Mitches. I'm dead serious. Just don't. Nobody wants to hear you complaining, fussing. We deal with that garbage at work every day. We don't want to hear it from our colleagues. Our co-workers, I hear it all the time. Don't want to hear that stuff. Because if you come in there and you bitch about everything and you're the new person, you're going to come across as the troublemaker and you're going to stick out. And your boss, your manager, won't be impressed and they will consider whether or not you're worth the hassle. Because you just come in there bitching and moaning. It's not my job, it's too much work. It's too much work. Don't nobody want to hear that. Keep that to yourself and just quit. Oh man, don't leave work half done and have an excuse. Don't be that excuse maker. Oh, I was gonna do it, but I had to do this. 90 days, man. Make sure you tie all your loose ends up when you're at work. If you got a task to do, people don't want to hear excuses. Now, I can't speak for every craft. I can't speak for every manager. But 99% of the time, if they ask you to do something, typically, there's a time frame and they know how long certain things are supposed to take to do. Do your best. Back to the first thing, and make sure you complete what you need to complete. You don't want to go home and then somebody walk behind you and be like, man, they left this workstation horrible. Oh man, Jeffrey is a pig. 90 days, 90 days. And you're almost untouchable. Sheesh. Number 6, this is like a hidden gem. Show your social side, but be respectful. You don't need to try to go over and beyond to impress people. Oh man, you know, I buy homes. I drive motorcycles. I got exotic cars. Just be you. Be a little social and it'll bring you the long way. Don't be social about the wrong things because that can actually get you in trouble. If you're a shy person, it's not an issue if you're not social, but you want to bring some type of personality out of yourself so that management has something to judge you by. Again, mindset, possible 100 grand a year. Do your best. That comes with 7, which is smiling. Don't smile too much. You think everything's a joke. Even if you got a piss poor manager that walk around with a rug on their face, sometimes the best way to break somebody's monotony in the room is to just smile. You know, I used to walk in the room and be like, ain't nobody want to hear that, boss. Come on now, cut that out. What's popping? And I do little goofy things. I get away with it. Try to throw a high five knowing that ain't nobody gonna high five me, but I break the monotony of my room. Don't do it too much, but just kind of keep the smile. Say it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. Do not leave your job before everybody else either. That's kind of hard to do when you're a carrier because you assigned your route. But if you want to learn, you do your job. My son used to do that. He bounced the second he was done. I was like, dude, you don't even talk to anybody. He was out of there early in the afternoon. He was fast. Problem is, he didn't get to interact with people. He didn't get to learn the ropes. He didn't get to learn all the insides. And sometimes that's helpful. You take the screwy gossip and the good information, you tie them up and you utilize all of it so you can basically, what do they call it? Surveillance of your surroundings. See what you're working with. Do this military mindset, figure out what's going on, who's doing what, where they at, when they're coming in, and what each personality is, so you know how to move forward. When you come to work, I'm not gonna make no jokes about your mama to this one because his mom just passed away. I'm not gonna make no gay jokes to that one because he's gay. I'm not gonna make no racist jokes over here because if Jay hear you, he gonna pop you upside the head. Pop! You understand? Just look around and analyze your surroundings, all right? And that was from don't leave earlier than everybody else. 9, this may be way down the list, but this is most important. Don't be late. Do I need to explain that? No. And I made this video because people keep emailing me about they losing their job because they late. And I'm like, how long you been there? They're like, I was in 84, day 84. Can they fire me for that? Yeah, what happened? They sent me home. I ain't say I heard from them since. Well, that part. And if you're watching this, people don't think I'm picking at you. But this is a real job. It's a real world. 90 days, don't be late. Man, last but not least is do not hurt yourself. Don't sabotage yourself. Number 10. Sometimes you walk into a room and you have a great spirit, and sometimes the room's temperature is not great spirit-ish. But you go in there and you just happy, happy, happy all the time. You stuck out again. Sometimes you miserable all the time and the room is happy and you stuck out again. Sometimes you come in there because you ain't shower and you got this funky smell, but the rest of the room is showered. I'm using analogies here, people. Read in between the lines. Don't screw yourself up because you didn't know how to read the temperature of the room. If anybody wants to break that down in layman terms for somebody, feel free. But this is about your survival, and it's only 90 days. It's only 90 days. And some of you guys are like, well, this shouldn't be that bad. Read some of the comments. Just scroll through them. Every video has somebody, I just made it past my probation. I made it past my 90 days. I made it past my... Because sometimes it's very difficult. It's important that you guys understand 10 things that can help you get past your probation period, be successful, and make this thing work for you. This is JH, and if you new to the channel, because people that have been there, they don't really need to pass their probation, I keep a bunch of information in the video description below for you to utilize during your postal career journey. You zimmy? This is J8, and we out.